光も影もまだ遠くて、それでも僕は優しさの理由が知りたい. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Thanks, mate. Well, in that case, which of these girls should I go to first? Which do you recommend here? Get a save going on there. We got Sayori, we got Natsuki, we got Yuri, we got Monica. What's the recommendation? Where should we go first? I feel like Sayori. I'm thinking Sayori. If I don't get a response, I'm going with Sayori, because she's sad. I gotta show her some favoritism. Monica, thinking Monica. I'll do it first because she's always the critique lady. Hi, AK. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. This is a specific sequence you were laying out. Is there any... I don't want a spoiler, but, like, does that affect the actual story progression if I don't get the right order of girls? It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, AK. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. Yeetus that neatus! I feel like I should be offended. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. Oh, it's your fetus that are eated. You know, acknowledging the chat looks really weird on the YouTube playback without the context. There aren't even feet in these shots. I don't know what's going on with the chat. Just gonna focus on Monica now. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Monica, are you being a bitch right now? Is that what's happening, Monica? I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure that she doesn't spend all of her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. If Monica's jealous, that's her problem. She didn't give me a chibi sticker to make jump up and down when I selected words she liked. Alright? She didn't enter into the fray. She can't be jelly. I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tell... Alright, so I'm paying attention to the music this time. We got, like, a piano, a refined piano thing. Which is weird, because I thought she was doing stabbing instead of piano, but I guess she's actually got some piano in there for her motif. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, not in the sky, just adrift. Victim of the currents of the mind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall. I fall and fall. There's many ands and many I falls, even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. Read the whole what thing? I'm reading the whole poem. I'm gonna read the whole poem. I've completely lost a handle on it, but I'm gonna read the whole poem. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. This is the antithesis of Giant Dad. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Jeez. No gods, no kings, only Monica. You know, I don't know nothing about nothing. I've not played this before, please don't spoil. I feel like learning and looking for answers and the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. Looks like you also feel like there's no actual meaning. Looks like... I don't know what to say about it. It seems pretty self-evident. But it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. I like how that's his response for everything. He's just like, well, I don't know about this. This sure is words. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we all had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? But I don't think that's reasonable. I think that there's more to life than seeking answers. There's also what we would do with them. Granted that a major part of seeking the answers, and a lot of our conflict and stories and everything comes from people not knowing them, but still. You're trash. You're a trash person, comic person. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Ah! I forgot to turn that down, I guess. But thanks for following. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. Why would I know? You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. Actually, that one screen cap I mentioned that I ended up accidentally glancing at, it pretty much confirmed that particular spoiler. But I'm now, like, I'm hesitant to even look at the chat now. You just ruined the chat for me, so thanks for that. They'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. Things you can work on? I don't know the inflection. Hey, thanks for following. After what you've done. Well, I don't know that. I'm late. I'm fresh here. This is new. This is new content for me. I'm not one of those guys who's just like, well, I don't care knowing what happens in the end. I want to enjoy it the first time, and then I can do all the nuanced enjoyment of things at... You can enjoy something after you've seen the ending, but you still have a better time the first time around because there are certain elements that... I'm not gonna have to justify my hate for spoilers to anyone. It's much more encouraging that way. It'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I always like that she says thanks for listening, like I'm gonna walk away mid-sentence. So I gave the audience one vote, by which I mean I gave Spears a vote, and Spoiler Man doesn't get a vote, so I'm making an executive decision. I'm gonna comfort Sayori. I don't know what ending you were going for, but I'm just gonna go natural on this. Hey Sayori, stop being sad. Stop that. I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this... Girl, don't be like that. Don't be like this, Sayori, come on. Seriously, you've been watching, like, a bunch of slice of life anime or some shit? What's your problem? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. I mean, I totally picked words that Yuri would like, but that's not canon. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. No, it doesn't. You're not. You're clearly not happy, Sayori. I don't like that. I don't like that you're not happy. Be happier. In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, AK. Girl, I got 2 words for you. Harem ending. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I am extending concern to you repeatedly. Please don't Robin Williams this action, Sayori. Alright? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early. Don't go home a little bit early. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? Don't... Just curl up my face like a Muppet. I don't like what she's doing. It's the name of the great hero. I don't even know how whispers work. But I mean, I don't have a second screen. I just got one screen. I actually have this on windowed, and I'm looking at the chat just adjacent to it. So, I went to Natsuki. That's just... I naturally wouldn't have, but I guess, yeah. It's alright. I got too many signals in my brain, hold on. There we go, I can't remember my name, but we're ready to go.
About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying.
Why are you so
why are you so... She changed posture, so I assumed she was talking. That's cheating. You can't just change posture when you're not talking. That's not how it works. That's why I stand statue still when I'm not speaking. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Seriously, why are you, though? We don't have any sparks. Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Yeah? No!
Gross! I learned the word for gross today too, I just forgot it.
It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure that you're not slacking off.
Really?
Well...
what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Just cough up a lung. That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. Should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Violent girl.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds her poem up to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. You should chase Sayori is what you should do. You should go after her and give her this poem. A shore reaching beyond your sight. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sun... I don't care if that leads to like a Yuri ending that I don't get to be part of between Sayori and Natsuki. That's beyond acceptable, actually, if it keeps Sayori happy. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Oh, this is a nice one. I can't wait for the dark twist at the end. I'm intentionally keeping my eyes level where I am. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail and set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Wow, girl, going for it. I'll be the beach that watches... Wait a second, this is the chorus. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. What about all the sand? So you decided to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later?
Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I kinda wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. She's so tsundere. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. You gotta stick to your guns there, Natsuki.